Hey, what's up, guys? I'm the LokNezMunstr, and I'm bringing you something a little different today. I discovered recently that my iPad works a lot better with air server on my computer than my phone actually does. So I've decided that I'm going to download BTD5 as you see here, on my iPad and try and get my progress back up to where I was so I can just bring overall better quality videos. But it does take a very long time in order to get my progress. As you see, I'm only rank 50, all the way back up to rank 74 where I was on my phone, and I have to earn enough monkey money to get the specialty buildings that I need and everything. So it's going to be a little bit before I can get the impoppable extreme map guide or any of the other guides out. But until then, I wanted to bring up a little discussion. I've been seeing on a lot of other videos people talk about this, and it's something that may or may not be considered cheating. I actually get it set up while I'm talking about it here. I'm just going to start just a regular game here on Monkey Lane and just advance the levels a little bit. I see people argue this, and it's actually that if you play through a little bit and you lose, you can, if you're playing on the iPhone at least, I don't know if this works on Android. I don't personally own an Android, nor have I ever used one, but I'm assuming they have the same like multitasking kind of system going on there. And so if you actually play through a little bit and you lose, you run out of lives and everything, you get that game over screen, you can enter your multitasking and exit out of the game, and then come back. When you reopen the game, you'll be right back where you were. And I'll show you an example of it real quick here. So round 28 is where leads show up, and obviously I don't have anything that can pop leads, so my towers are just gonna shoot at them and not be able to do anything, and those leads are just gonna shrug off all those little shurikens and stuff and just get right on through. And I just realized I have way too many lives, so I'll just go ahead and advance this a little more. We got more leads coming on round 30, so I can show you guys then. But the thing I want to talk about is that, would you guys consider that cheating? My take on it is that it's something that's in the game, and whether or not it's a bug or anything, it's something that we can use. It's a feature in the game that we can exploit to help make it easier, and I personally don't have a problem with it. And so here, this is what I'm talking about. It says run out of lives on round 30. I can just double click my home button here and scroll up, get rid of that, go back to my home screen, and then open up BTD5 again, let it load like usual. As soon as it's done loading, skip that little nonsense there. Just go open up the starting thing, go to resume, and I'm right back on the round where I lost. And so if I pressed play, I'd be right back on round 30, those leads would show up, and they'd get through again. And so a lot of people think this is cheating because you're just resetting the round, because what if you had like the wrong tower configuration or something and you lost? Well, you can just reset the round and then try it again. And the thing is that whatever you do to your towers before the round starts, it saves that. So let's say I realized I forgot that there were leads here, so I decided to sell these two ninjas, and let's see, I wanted a vacuum or something, and so I upgrade that to take in balloons, and I go ahead and get triple barrel. And so now that when I start the round, I can my new towers will take up the leads here. And so if I were to, like, let's say I did it wrong again and I lost again, and I restarted the round using that little thing I just showed, I would come back and have the exact towers that I had right before the round started. So I'd have my second configuration of towers. Let's say let's pretend I didn't have vacuum, and I instead thought, well, I don't know, what doesn't pop leads? I'm gonna get a boomerang, but I forget to get the red hot rings. I just go for Glaive Ricochet and hope it works. Well, I realize that it doesn't work, my leads get through, and I lose again, so when I come back, it'll look just like this, the way I started it the most recent time that I lost. And so, like I was saying, I don't consider this really cheating, because whether or not it's a bug or a glitch or just something in the code that just doesn't work with something else, this trick, I guess, has been present in the game for a very long time. And I think almost the entire time that this game has been out on the App Store, you can do this trick. And so it makes things a lot easier. And I personally, when I'm playing maps like on harder and impoppable mode, I tend to get in this rhythm where my towers are really good and they're set up and they can handle the rest of the waves pretty well. So I just keep pressing play as soon as the round is over. And there will be times where I get to like round 76 or 63 or something, one of those rush rounds, and I forget to set up my towers a certain way, and I'm not paying attention, just pressing play, and those balloons rush through and get through all my defenses, and I end up losing. Well, I don't think I should have to. Well, I mean, I should have to do it, obviously, but I don't really like having to restart and then spend another 20 minutes going through the rest of the rounds to get back to that point. And especially when I'm trying to get my impoppable mode guide going. I'm probably going to lose a lot of lives here. Trying to get my poppable guide going, I would get to I started getting into high rounds and then losing over and over on those same rounds, and I did not like having to spend 50 of my monkey money, first of all, to attempt that extreme map again, nor have to spend all the time to get back to that point. And so I personally, I don't find this trick cheating, but I want to know what you guys think. Do you think this trick is cheating or not? Do you think people who use this trick shouldn't get a legit medal or anything, or don't even have to play for the fun of it? I doubt they'll end up changing anything, but I just want to know your take on it. Because there's things like, I could see people considering stuff like double cash cheating because it's an unfair advantage to other players who can't afford it. But like, if I'm willing to put in the money to get a feature that they purposely added in the game, I think I should be allowed to use that. And so that's just how I think. And if this is something, I doubt that they added this purposely, because I couldn't see a way you could pull this off on the PC, or I don't know if Android can do it. But if they put something like this in the game, whether or not it was purposeful or not, they haven't fixed it yet, and it's been here for years. And so that probably means they're not going to fix it, which means you can keep on using it. So I'm probably going to use this trick when I do my impoppable guides on the extreme maps and probably the expert maps. Anything that is going to take a lot more planning, I'm just going to end up using that trick because it makes the whole system a lot easier. But yeah, I just wanted to know any of your takes on it. What do you guys think? Just drop whatever you think in the comment section, and I'll be out with those guides for extreme maps and other maps for impoppable mode pretty soon, as soon as I get my progress back up. But until then, I'll see you later.